Namaste. Welcome to Yoga Darshanam. Join your palms in front of your lower chest. Namaste Mudra. Take a deep breath in and out a couple of times. Inhale deeply, chant Om beautifully. प्राणशेदं वशे सर्वं त्रिदिवे यत् प्रतिष्ठितं मातेव पुत्रान् रक्षस्व श्रेयश्च प्रज्ञांश्च विदेहि न इति ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. In today's session, we are going to learn about Bhastrika Pranayama. Bhastrika is a rigorous pranayama technique. It's a rigorous breathing technique. We inhale, exhale more forcefully. That is why it is called yogic breath of fire. And it is generating a lot of heat in the system. It also has another name, bellows of the blacksmith. Since our thoracic portion is acting like a bellows of the blacksmith, it is called with that name. Bhastrika Pranayama is also working as a Kriya as stated in Gairinda Samhita. When you practice Bhastrika more rigorously and more than 20 strokes, one inhalation, one exhalation, forceful inhalation, exhalation called one stroke, such kind of 20 strokes, if you do, it is called or it is working as a Kriya. And it has several benefits. Very important benefit is, since it is generating a lot of heat, it drains out all the mucus from the lungs and clears airways and cleanses your sinus. And one of the best pranayama to treat depression, to get refresh and to refresh your mood. And one of the best pranayama to practice morning to remove the lethargic feelings. And this pranayama strengthens your thoracic portion and your lungs and stimulates your system. Hence, this can be a instant recharging pranayama. One can do this pranayama anywhere, anytime, few times to recharge your system. Now let us understand the technique. At first, sit in a comfortable position. You can choose any comfortable yogic posture like Padmasana, Vajrasana, Siddhasana, or Virasana, or Sukhasana, like just crossed leg. You can also sit in a chair if you are not able to sit on the floor or if you are suffering from any knee arthritis. But it may be any posture. You should keep your head, neck, back upright in position. It should be upright and no tension anywhere in any part of the body. So, after sitting in a comfortable posture, close your eyes, take deep breath in and out a couple of times without any tension, without rushing. Then you can begin your Bhastrika Pranayama, and it can be done in three different manners. One is using hands, another is actually doing with the different nostrils, and third is doing without arms. Let me show you one by one. So first one is using your arms. This is very useful for weight trainers, for gym practitioners, for athletes, and if they have stiffness in the shoulder, and hand movements will help actually to expand and relax your lungs, expand and compress your lungs very easily. So like this, make a fist, and when you inhale, lift your arms, and when you exhale, bring it down, and make sure when you inhale and exhale, both is equally forceful, and you have to synchronize with your hands, the movements of the hands, like this. So you can do this around 20 strokes. Then you can increase gradually once you fully learned. And second way of doing is, or second method of practice is, doing in a different nostrils. Close your right nostril using Nasika Mudra and do it from left nostril like this. Then switch to other side. Close your left nostril and do it from right nostril like this. And once you do left and right evenly, equally, then do both sides like this. Suppose if you have shoulder issues, frozen shoulder, or any pain in the shoulder, you can do without arms as a third step or method of practice like this. Initially, it is advisable to practice 15 to 20 rounds and then gradually increase around 27 to 30, and once you fully learned. This makes one round, and do like this 3 to 5 rounds continuously. When you practice completely, and it is advisable to take rest in Shavasana 5 to 10 minutes. Along with so many benefits, Bhastrika Pranayama also has some limitations. Don't do this pranayama in the case of heart surgery, hypertension and epilepsy. Also, if you are suffering from any serious pulmonary disorders. If you are recovering from any kind of lungs infections like corona, tuberculosis like TB, then you are not supposed to do this pranayama very fast in the beginning. Gradually increase it, around 5 to 10 strokes enough in the beginning, then gradually progress it. Also in the case of sinus regions, it may strain lungs very easily or it may damage lungs very easily. So it is advisable to start very gently in the beginning and then to progress gradually. And remember, when you want to practice any pranayama, it should be in the empty stomach. And if you have taken any meals, you have to wait for some time, at least 4 hours. And after the pranayama, wait at least 20 minutes to take shower, to eat food, and even to drink water. And very important is, when you practice pranayama with a qualified teacher, it works better. You can seek out more assistance and more help from any teachers who are certified from Yoga Darshanam. You can also send your comments in the comments box. I can help you more. Thank you. Namaste.